The biggest takeaways from IAB's 2025 Digital Video Ad Spend and Strategy Report are actually multifold, if you will, right? So for the first thing is that we saw the digital video, which encompasses connected television, online video, and social video, continues to be one of the fastest growing channels in all of media. And that is incredibly exciting and offers a lot of potential, right? So one of the things is that one of the big pieces of news is that digital video, we project in 2025, will count for nearly 60% of all advertiser investment across TV and digital video. So that is incredible because that is nearly double the growth from 5 years ago. So we saw that digital video grew 18% year over year between 2024 and 2023, which is really great stuff and had a great year. I think one of the things that was also really interesting, if you unlock that drawer, if you will, is that CTV grew 16% in 2024 after a year where it slowed down in 2023 to only grow by 9%. It was hampered that year a lot by the strikes coming from the SAG-AFTRA group. And then they really recovered in 2024. They stood up their programmatic and self-serve ad platforms. They introduced a live sports and programming for the first time and really gained a lot of IP culture and credibility. And it really helped that space grow back for the year in 2024. So it was great to see CTV now regain its growth volatility, its growth volume with OLV and social video.
How does digital video's growth compare to overall media growth? And why are advertisers prioritizing CTV and social video?
Yeah, it's a great question. So digital video, and again, including social video, connected TV, and OLV, online video, will grow. We project it'll grow 2 times as fast as media overall, which is really exciting. And I'm going to get back to why that makes sense or why that is happening. But what's also interesting is that it's growing 1 to 2 times faster than other digital video channels as well, right? So that's incredibly insightful. Now, why is that happening? I think it's the combination of essentially sight, sound, and motion content is incredibly exciting. It's where advertisers want to be because it's where consumers are, right? It's where they're not only consuming content at a great clip, but it's also where they're incredibly engaged. But I think the other powerful thing is that the embedding of commerce in social video and now more aggressively in connected TV enables advertisers to essentially not only engage consumers, but then be able to drive business outcomes, most notably shopping. So digital video, including those 3 channels, has a lot of tailwinds in terms of from a consumer side and from a B2B side in terms of commerce.
Chris, it's a truism that ad dollars are finite. So with that in mind, where are advertisers cutting back to reallocate spend towards CTV? And or maybe which budget areas are advertisers pulling from to fund their growing investment in CTV?
So it's interesting that you asked that question because we typically take this research out on the road. We took it out on the road last year, which means we present to our sell side and buy side members. And when we show numbers that show really good growth, they say, well, where are those dollars coming from, right? Because to your point, there is not an infinite amount of dollars out there. So not surprisingly, the digital video dollars are coming from linear television, right? Like there's that progression continues to happen. The other thing we're seeing is that in digital dollars itself are moving there as well. Display, right, is one place where we're seeing a lot of advertisers want to move from display that's been around for 20 years and even search are moving into this space. We are also seeing, interestingly, in CTV, dollars are coming from social video. And there's a larger kind of macroeconomic thing that is happening there. Because now, as the CTV streamers stand up programmatic and self-serve platforms, it enables the long tail, the small advertisers to buy there, to activate there, which they have not been able to do for years because of just the business realities of being able to have discussions, have relationships, activate with those big streaming partners. Now they're able to actually go in and activate with those partners, hands to keyboard in the way that they've been doing with search and social for 2 decades. So that is how the market is changing, and that is why the dollars are shifting in the way that they are shifting.
Chris, what are the top trends shaping digital video in 2025?
Yeah, that's a great question and an exciting question, and one that I'm particularly excited about. So let me start with connected television, right? So as mentioned, connected television, all the major streamers launched and evolved their self-serve and programmatic platforms, right? So that opens up a whole new market, not only the long tail, but the big spenders who really wanted to be able to activate more aggressively and more comprehensively on those platforms. So you're going to see more of that. Right now, they talked about it last year in the upfronts. You saw them do it. Now here's a second upfronts and NewFronts where programmatic activation is more robust. The other thing is that you're going to continue to see greater investment in live content, and particularly sports in those space. That is something we're really keeping a close eye on in 2025. The other thing that's incredibly exciting is the merging of creators and creator content into the greater TV and video and digital video space, right? So now you're seeing the major production groups hire digital creators for not only ad content and ad campaigns, but also they're bringing these folks in-house to help create new organic content for them, right? And I think what's interesting about that is that the writing is on the wall that not only Gen Z and Gen Y are consuming creator content at a greater clip, but now there's also like a technological evolution that's happening there. So on Monday, YouTube made it official, or Google made it official, that the majority of the viewership of YouTube is happening on TVs, on the largest glass in the home, and overtaking mobile. And what is a huge part of the type of content that is being engaged on YouTube is creator content, is long tail content. But now that is increasingly becoming TV, right? So this merging of the understanding of how powerful creator content is, how powerful now in terms of creator content and long tail content being consumed on the largest glass in the home, like CTV, is a heck of a pair of tailwinds for that space to emerge. Like the hot wings thing, right? Where the celebrities come on and they drink the wings and then they drink milk so their faces don't burn off, right? That is incredibly powerful. Like Mr. Beast, he's now a huge production guy in the TV video space. So that's an incredibly powerful thing to see happen.